And then the Gita goes on to explain what is the nature of life. Najayate mriyate vakadachit nayam bhutva. That the conscious force that's seeing through the eyes and hearing through the ears and tasting through the tongue, touching through the flesh, thinking through the brain, loving through the heart, that living force is divine. It is Sat Chit Ananda, eternal, full of knowledge, and full of bliss. It's indestructible. The body is constantly changing. The mind is constantly changing. The witness of these changes is constant. And that witness is our true self. Nahanyate hanyamane sarire. That means it cannot be cut into pieces by any weapon. It can't be moistened by water. It cannot be burnt by fire. And it does not die with the body. According to the Gita, the body is like a car or motor vehicle. Some drive Mercedes, BMW, some drive Fords, some drive Volvos, some drive Hondas or Toyotas, and some drive Hindustani ambassadors. According to how much money we have and according to the choices we make, we get a particular type of car. The Gita explains similarly, according to the choices we make and according to what we've invested in what is called karma, where every action there is an equal reaction, we get a particular type of body. And there are so many different varieties of bodies. And there are so many differences. Differences in the ways religions describe things, their languages, their rituals, differences in habits and cultures, in ways of life, in physical appearances. But to understand the unity within diversity is the secret of actually finding peace and being an instrument of peace within this world. That Atma, or that living force, that soul, is the true self. And at the time of death, according to the Gita, when this car of the body is no longer suitable to us, we go into another car, according to the choices and the desires we have created in this life. Human life is very special because we have such a vast capacity of free will. You'll never see a cow jumping on rabbits and devouring them. And you'll never see a tiger grazing on grass. Because they are programmed. You people are the best computer people on the planet, so you'll understand it better than me. Because they're programmed with a particular consciousness. But a human being has such free will. We could be saints. We could be serial killers. We could be envious. We could be everyone's well-wisher. We could be respectful and self-controlled, or we could be completely wild and impolite. But with that power of free choice comes responsibility. The Bible says, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. In the Vedic text, This is called the laws of karma. For every action, there's an equal corresponding reaction. But the soul, the Atma, is beyond all these things. But when the Atma, due to the ahankar, or the false ego, identifies with this temporary body and this mind, instead of understanding, I am in my body, when we think I am this body. I am observing life through this mind. I am this mind. There's a big difference. If we identify with it and forget our true nature, then we're deeply affected by every situation that comes to us. Yoga means to reconnect. And interestingly, the Latin word religio, which is the root of religion, means to bind back. They really mean the same thing. They don't mean just to be a particular sectarian group that feels that I have knowledge and nobody else does. Religion actually means to reconnect with our own essential self and with the grace of God, and to be an instrument of that grace in whatever we do. And when we make that connection with ourself, to understand our own eternal, pure, loving nature, then we can actually see it in everyone, in a dormant state. And then even nature, our environment, our ecology. When we're in harmony with ourselves, we'll be in harmony with nature. We'll be in harmony with each other.